Welcome to Buddha's Path. Learn and practice Buddhism. Have you ever felt your patience disappear in a single second? Someone speaks to you with a sharp tone. A stranger cuts in line. A family member says one sentence that stings. Or you've been practicing, praying, trying your best, and results still feel slow. And inside, a voice rises. Why is this taking so long? If you felt that, you're not alone. Every sincere heart meets impatience, even kind hearts, even devoted hearts. And today, I want to share one simple question the Buddha asked, one question that can stop anger in its tracks before it steals your peace. Stay with me, because this lesson is not only beautiful, it is practical. You can use it today, in real life. Patience is not weakness. Patience is strength. It is not doing nothing. It is choosing clarity instead of fire. Now let us begin with a story. A young disciple lived near the Buddha. He was devoted, he meditated, he served, he listened deeply. Yet he struggled with one thing, a quick temper. One morning, he walked into the village to collect alms. The sun was still soft, the streets were waking up. And then it happened. A man looked at him and muttered an insult. Not a dramatic insult, not a long argument, just a careless, disrespectful comment, thrown like a small stone. But the stone landed inside the disciple's chest. Heat rose, his jaw tightened, his hands curled, his mind began to race. In 1 second, his thoughts shouted, "How dare he!" In 1 second, his heart whispered, "I feel small." In 1 second, anger arrived like a spark on dry grass. He wanted to turn back. He wanted to defend himself. He wanted to prove something. But he did not. He forced his feet to keep walking. Yet the anger followed him like a shadow. It shook his breath. It colored his thoughts. And when he returned to the monastery, he went straight to the Buddha. "Blessed One," he said, "today someone insulted me. I tried to ignore it, but anger rose up like fire. I feel ashamed. Why is my mind like this? Why can't I be calm?" The Buddha looked at him, not with judgment, not with disappointment, but with steady compassion. Calm, like a lake that does not panic when the wind arrives. Then the Buddha asked him a question. "If someone brings you a gift," the Buddha said, "but you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The disciple paused. "If I do not accept it," he said, "it remains with the one who offered it." The Buddha nodded. In the same way, if someone offers you anger, blame, or insult, you do not have to accept it. If you do not accept it, it remains with them. Let those words settle. You do not have to accept every gift that is offered. The disciple's eyes softened, but his heart still trembled. "But it felt like it entered me," he confessed. "It felt automatic." The Buddha replied gently, "Yes, because the mind is trained. For many of us, it has been trained for a long time to react quickly, like a door that swings open whenever someone pushes it." Then the Buddha offered a second image. "Have you seen muddy water?" The Buddha asked. "Yes," the disciple answered. "When water is muddy," the Buddha said, "if you keep stirring it, will it become clear?" "No," the disciple said, "it becomes more cloudy." "And if you stop stirring," the Buddha continued, "what happens?" "It settles," the disciple replied. "The mud sinks. The water becomes clear." The Buddha smiled. This is patience. Patience is the moment you stop stirring. Do you see it? Anger, impatience, and hurt feelings are like muddy water. When we react too fast, we stir the mind. We stir the story. We stir the suffering. But when we pause, even for one breath, we stop stirring, and clarity becomes possible. Now let us bring this lesson into your daily life, where patience is tested again and again. Maybe you know this moment. A child spills a drink on the floor right after you cleaned. Your body is tired. Your mind is full. You feel the heat rise and the words rush to your mouth. Or this moment. At work, someone speaks over you, or takes credit, or sends a message that feels unfair. You feel your chest tighten. Your mind wants to fire words like arrows. Or this moment, someone you love says something sharp. Maybe they are stressed, maybe they are careless, but it lands inside you and the old habit appears. Defend, attack, prove, punish. In these moments, the Buddha's teaching becomes a doorway. Not later, now. Here are 4 short steps you can practice, simple and repeatable. First, notice. Name what is happening quietly inside. This is anger. This is hurt. This is impatience. Naming is not weakness. Naming is awareness. Second, pause. Not forever, just a small pause. Pause is power. Third, breathe. If you can, place one hand gently on your belly or simply feel your breath. No force, no pressure. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently for 1. Breathe out slowly for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your 1. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now notice something. Even if the problem is still there, the alarm in the body often becomes quieter. The mind begins to settle. The muddy water starts to sink. Fourth, choose a wise response, not a fast response, a wise one. And here is a phrase you can carry like a lantern. I pause, I choose, I respond. Say it softly inside when you need it. I pause, I choose, I respond. Now return to the Buddha's question, the one question that changes everything. Is this a gift I want to accept? If someone offers you an insult, you do not have to accept it. If you do not accept it, it remains with them. This does not mean you allow harm. Patience is not pretending everything is fine. Patience is not swallowing pain until you break. Patience means you respond from clarity, not from fire. Sometimes clarity speaks firmly. Sometimes clarity sets a boundary. Sometimes clarity walks away. Sometimes clarity waits for the right time. But clarity does not rush. This is why reacting fast causes suffering. A fast reaction often comes from confusion, fear, pride, and old habits. And even if you win an argument, you may lose your peace. You may damage trust. You may plant regret. So the Buddha teaches the strength of the pause, and patience is also compassion toward yourself. Many people get impatient with their own growth. They meditate for a week and think, why am I not peaceful yet? They try to change a habit and think, why am I still struggling? But the path is gradual. A seed becomes a tree in its own time. A wound heals in its own time. The mind becomes steady in its own time, when we stop tearing it open with self-judgment. So ask yourself gently, what happens when I wait? What becomes clear when the mind is calm? Often, you discover that not every battle is yours. Not every comment deserves your energy. Not every delay is an enemy. Sometimes life is simply unfolding. And in the space of patience, something beautiful happens. You become harder to provoke. You become softer in the heart. You become freer. Remember these short lines. Pause. Don't stir the water. Let it settle. Patience is the pause that saves you. And each time you practice, even if you fail sometimes, you are training your mind. You are closing the door a little more gently. You are learning not to accept every gift that is offered. This is the Buddha's lesson. The world will offer praise and blame, comfort and insult, success and delay. You cannot control what is offered, but you can choose what you accept. And when you choose patience, you choose clarity. When you choose patience, you choose compassion. When you choose patience, you choose peace. Patience is not weakness. It is the quiet strength that protects your heart. It is the moment you stop stirring, and little by little, the water clears. If this teaching touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Buddha's Path. Learn and practice Buddhism.